Katie's Karate Class, a yoga story about embracing fear by Giselle Chardlow, illustrated by Valerie Bouthier. I'll race you to the park, Katie's brother shouted before running down the path. They were on their way to the dojo for Katie's first karate class. She had been watching Jonathan practice karate for years. Now, she was finally old enough to join the Little Dragons class too. Suddenly, fear stopped Katie in her tracks. She couldn't move. She couldn't talk. Jonathan bolted back to her side. Hey, what happened? Katie's heart was beating fast. Her tummy hurt. I feel sick. Is this about karate class? Asked Jonathan. Katie nodded. Jonathan put his arm around her and slowly guided her to a park bench. They sat down together. Katie felt the warm breeze on her face and listened to the buzz of life around her. After a few minutes, Katie took in a deep breath. When she let out the breath, a flurry of words came along with it. I can't go to karate. I'm scared. I don't know anyone in my class. What if I can't do it? She began to sob. Jonathan grinned. I totally understand. Sometimes starting new things is hard. Like when I took skiing lessons for the first time, I felt sick too. I didn't know anyone in my class, and I was scared of falling. Mom told me that when I have negative thoughts, I should try to think the opposite. But I don't know how to do that, Katie said. At first, I didn't understand what she meant, but later, I remembered what she'd said and decided to feel happy about skiing instead of scared. I made a friend right away and didn't fall over, and now I love skiing, Jonathan explained. I'm not sure I can do that, said Katie. You love your yoga class, right? Her brother asked. Let's pretend that we're going to your yoga class today instead of karate. Maybe that will help you feel happy instead of scared. Katie jumped up, filled with joy. Yes, I love yoga. Exactly. Let's imagine that karate is like yoga, Jonathan said. We'll start in front position, which is like mountain pose. Then we begin the class in meditation, just like in yoga. When sensei says, take a knee, it's like practicing lunge pose. And fighting stance in karate is like warrior two pose. Katie flowed effortlessly through the yoga poses. I'm doing it! I'll just pretend that we're practicing yoga instead, she said excitedly. Then I won't be scared of karate. I can think of something I love to help me learn something new. Katie paused and touched her belly. Hey, I don't feel sick anymore. Let's keep going so we're on time, Jonathan said as he took Katie's hand and led her toward the karate school. You can show everyone your karate yoga moves. With the dojo in sight, Katie was struck by a thought. Karate is like other sports we do too. We stretch at the beginning of karate just like in gymnastics. We run around the mats to warm up in karate just like soccer practice. Doing a front karate kick is just like kicking a soccer ball. Doing a side karate kick is kind of like doing the standing splits in gymnastics. Okay, I'm ready, John. I can do this. Katie smiled from ear to ear. Thank you for helping me. They ran the rest of the way laughing. Katie changed into her gi and joined the rest of the students on the mat. She looked around at the other children. Some of them looked scared too. The boy next to her was staring at his feet. Another girl was biting her fingernails. Katie started to feel the butterflies in her stomach again, so she put one hand on her heart and another hand on her belly. Remembering what her brother had said, she took a deep breath. Katie closed her eyes for a moment and imagined being in her yoga class. She thought about turning her scared feelings into happy ones, like Mom had told Jonathan to do. I can do this, Katie thought. She opened her eyes. She looked at the boy who was sitting next to her. With a big smile, he said, "I'm Nate. What's your name?" She chatted with the boy while they waited for class to begin. When Sensei called her name, Katie quickly stood up in front position and yelled, "Yes, sir!" She had a feeling that she was going to love karate after all. Now let's take a moment, my little yogis, and close our eyes. We'll take 3 nice deep breaths, breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth. In through our nose and out through our mouth. In through our nose and out through our mouth. And when you're ready, you can blink your eyes open. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful rest of your day.